lovelies, welcome to my YouTube channel. At this point we're trying to look for a parking spot at Midriff City Center Mall. We tried out a few stores in this mall. We went to the Gold Apple store, we went to La Senza, we went to Carrefour, but we couldn't record all that. We then headed to the Festival City Mall where we boarded a boat to the creek views. Behind the scenes of the interviews that we had. At this point, we decided to take some snaps before we had our lunch. We were super exhausted and hungry, so we opted for the KFC Mega Box. The food was a 10 out of 10. It was time for us to head back to the Festival City Mall where we had parked our car. and we opted for the business class in the ferry. There was business and economy, so we opted for the business class. And this was its economy class. This is the following week. I had to go for grocery shopping and fridge restock. We were at Waterfront Jeddah. Guys, everything you need is right there. Like all kinds of seafoods, everything. If it has to do with grocery shopping, it's the right place to go. This is me back home, and this is all we got from the shopping. We bought some eggs, some soft drinks, butternut, some pepe, of course that's not for me, some fruits, bananas, grapes, oranges, carrots. I bought my favorite greens, yeah, the red and green ones, some tomatoes, some bell peppers, some Nigerian Titus, and my tilapia, of course. We bought some Nigerian turkey. I was in the mood to bake, so I decided to make us some buns. Full recipe in my description box if you would like to try it. I decided to give the fridge a good clean before restocking it. This is the next morning, guys. I decided to leave the dough in the fridge to stay overnight, because that way it would be so perfect to make the bread now. While the bread was in the oven, I was online watching my big sister's birthday. Yeah, it was her birthday on the 29th of June. I missed the birthday because I'm far away from home, but yeah, guess what, guys? I was able to watch the birthday online. So I didn't miss completely. And yeah, happy birthday, my lovely sister. I love you so much if you ever get to see this video. At this point, the bread was ready. Later that day, for dinner, we decided to go with eggs and also try out our homemade bread. And it was delicious, guys. In the next days, I had my hair and nail appointments. Girl, they turned out so beautiful. I'll leave their details in the description box. You can try them out. There's nothing left to say, and nothing you could do. There is no other way when it comes to the truth. So keep moving on, you know you'll make it through. I'm suffered, I'm done, waiting here for. Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while.